Shalom to the whole collective Israel. Let us give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. And double honor to our beloved elders and apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutations again to the hopeful elect, whoever you may be. It's your fellow servant Shemaiah, coming at you out of Orlando. We're going to do what we have to do as far as rebuking these other camps and or anyone that speaks of false doctrine. We're defenders of the word of Yahawah Yahweh Shah. So brothers gonna come out with lessons. All right. Brothers gonna come out with lessons day and night. Right? All around the clock, rebuking and reproving our people. And you got a lot of our people, they want to tell us, hey, how to do things. You're supposed to do it this way, do it that way. Yet they don't have any works. Or what they spewing is lies. Or just making it worse on the people, making it where people could just do what they want to do and have a false sense of security. Let me start there. Open this up. Yeah, I need to go back on my walk and talks, to the plantation. Let me start there. And that security. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security, right, and y'all false sense of security, the Lord gonna bring his judgment. When you think it's okay to keep on bucking up against your husband, right, to keep on being showing ways of adulterous of fashions, you've been in this truth long enough. You're probably working on your ability to become more pure of a person, male and female, right? To each his own. We all know our downfalls and our shortcomings and those things that we should be working on, all right? Again, it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. And in that security, that false sense of security, that a lot of these Hebrew Israelites, so-called, and a lot of these people at these churches would like to tell you with their lies. He say, Lord, the Lord will come forth in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And you cannot see that day. Do you not see that day approaching more and more? With the government shutdown and all these little intricate things that's been happening, in the world, how prophecies are ramping up more and more every day. You should be more and more afraid of the Lord and understanding the destruction that's coming. You should be more in a repetitive heart, a repetitive mind state. But our people are not. Our people are sottish. Like we had a woman come up to the camp Monday, to sit down, right? We were having a sit down, me and the brother Bayanash. And she perceived to be one. She perceived to be as one that wanted to learn. But at the end of the day, she wanted some understanding. And mainly, she wanted to hold on to the Christ, because she came up talking about Christ, or Jesus first, right? And then I asked, is that his real name? Then what she say? Yahshua. See, that's the popular name that they've given the only begotten, the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, Yahshua. And they think that's good enough, but they haven't done no research. They're not looking, and on top of that, they're not hearing the voice of the Lord, his prophets. Okay? His prophets start with the beloved elders and apostles of the great millstone on down. How you doing, bro? All right. Security guard. Yet, here we are. You know, loving our people, trying to show our people the truth, but they not gonna cleave to it. Matter of fact, let me get that. Because their minds is mentally, it's been, they've been mentally like a what do they call it? Like if you get a tattoo or you get a branding. If you get a branding, you know what a branding is? You know, like when people get branded, right? When people get branded with a hot iron, their minds are just stained. It's stained with the philosophies, with what, it's like this, whatever a so-called Edomite could say, right? Because I'm sure that's where they get that word Yahawah from. Or either these fake phony-ass pastors. Yahawah came from Esau Edom, or one of these phony-ass pastors, right? But if you a Negro, Latino, or Native American Indian man, and you tell them the real names of Yahawah Bashim Yahushua, you tell them that it's Yahawah Bashim Yahushua, they're not gonna believe you. Why? Because the words of a poor man it fall on deaf ears, roughly paraphrasing. Cause we don't have a big congregation, cause we don't have a big church, cause we're not all pastor on the television, on poster boards, and we don't have a whole revival where people could come and have fun and enjoy themselves and eat barbecue chicken and shit. And that's why these people reject us. Okay? But it's all right. We can't get too upset. We can't get too mad, because ultimately it's the will of Yahawah Bashim Yahushua. I'm going to get this one precept and I'm going to close out. We got about 5 minutes. We're going to go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 8, and I'm going to start at verse. I'm starting at verse 41. It says, "For as the husbandman soweth much seed upon the ground, and planteth many trees, and yet the thing that is sown good in his season cometh not up, neither do all that it planted take root. Even so it is of them that are sown in the world. They shall not all be saved." Children of Israel, the Lord planted us a noble vine. 2/3 of our people, no matter what you tell them, no matter how much of this good, the gospel that they receive, right? Because the good news is that you Israelites that's been on the bottom for so long, the Lord is about to restore you back. He's gonna make the new house even better than the former house, roughly paraphrasing. The Lord about to restore us back to our glory. We're not gonna have anybody over us, man. No countries over us, no nations over us, none of these foul people over us anymore. And that should be good news for someone that's been a slave, you know. But our people are not getting it. Our people are not preaching it. Our people are not seeing it. And even worse, our people are fighting against that. Verse 42, he says, "I answered then and said, if I have found grace, let me speak. Like as the husbandman's seed perish, if it come not up, and receive not thy rain in due season, or if there come too much rain and corrupt it, even so perish every man which is formed with thy hands, and is called thine own image, because thou art like unto him, for whose sake thou hast made all things, and liken him unto the husbandman's seed. Be not wroth with us, but spare thy people, and have mercy upon thine own inheritance, for thou art merciful unto thy creature." Then he answered me and said, Things present are for the present, and things to come are for such as to become. For thou cometh far short that thou shouldst be able to love my creature more than I. But I have oftentimes drawn nigh unto thee and unto it, but never to the unrighteous. And this also thou art marvelous before the Most High. If thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And that's the thing, our people are so damn prideful. They're quick to neglect Yahawah, the words, the ways, the old paths, right? Their future is in their pride and in this world. And that's why they're going to have to pass away with this system, with this eon, with this age. You know, but for the elect, the Lord going to have mercy on you. You know, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. You know, and He's going to bring us out, you know, out of this world into His glorious world, the one to come. With that, you know, so there ain't no reason to be crying over spilled milk. You know, 2/3 of our people are spilled milk. Ain't nothing we could do about it. You know. With that, we're going to close out giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Kodash, and double honor to our beloved elders and apostles, great millstone. Again, till next time, Kwam Yasharallah, Wa Abba Baba.